The Tokyo Disney Resort is considered by many to be the best Disney resort. This place features 2 parks, and both are elite. Tokyo Disneyland is one of the best castle parks with its fantastical themes and familiar characters. Then Tokyo DisneySea makes a strong case as the most immersive theme park in the world. Both parks are loaded with world-class dark rides, and the resort has a few notable coasters as well. So in this video, I will rank the resort's top 25 rides. This video will only include rides. I will be omitting shows for 2 reasons. 1. Many of the shows I've seen through the years have been removed like Big Band Beat. 2. Many shows at this resort are operated on a lottery system, so it can be difficult to gain entry unless you pay for premier access. I will be including 2 honorable mentions for defunct attractions I have experienced though. Number 25. Peter Pan's Flight at Tokyo Disneyland. This suspended dark ride is very short, but it has some cool visuals. I like how the first part flies over a series of miniaturized sets. It makes you feel way higher than you really are. Then the finale features a climactic battle between Peter Pan and Captain Hook taking place in a giant ship. Number 24. Pinocchio's Daring Journey at Tokyo Disneyland. This is yet another classic dark ride. This one has more individual scenes, which is why I give it the edge. As a theme park fan, I like how the first part passes through an amusement park. Then, you have a giant monstro whale animatronic towards the end that's very impressive given its scale. Number 23. Snow White's Adventure at Tokyo Disneyland. This is yet another dark ride. This one has a darker atmosphere than the past 2, as you are pursued by the evil witch. I love this series of animatronics, particularly the scene when the queen transforms into the creepier witch by the mirror. Then this one ends with a morbid finale, where the witch tries to drop a boulder atop riders. Number 22. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea at Tokyo DisneySea. This dark ride simulates being underwater. The effect is mighty convincing. Then you use a flashlight to illuminate objects as you go. This adds a layer of interactivity, but it can be hard to spot all the details. I absolutely love the giant Kraken animatronic though that you encounter. Number 21. Star Tours at Tokyo Disneyland. This is a very good motion simulator. It is a delightfully turbulent adventure through different scenes from the Star Wars films. The visuals are great, and the random mix of planets gives this attraction a lot of re-ride value as well. Number 20. Raging Spirits at Tokyo DisneySea. This is the resort's most thrilling coaster. Built by Intamin, this rides a layout reminiscent of those portable looping Cyclone coasters. Thankfully, this one tracks much more smoothly, and it is dressed up with some nice temple theming. You have great stonework, plus fire and fog effects. The start has some zippy drops, and a powerful vertical loop, but the second half is light in the forces. Number 19. Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin at Tokyo Disneyland. This dark ride anchors Toontown. It is a souped-up version of a classic Fantasyland dark ride. You have a similar aesthetic between the 2D and physical sets, but this one is more length, and the vehicles can spin. This adds an element of chaos while also allowing you to explore each scene fully. I also love the brilliant effect at the end when Roger Rabbit extends the hole forwards. Up next is an honorable mention for Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters at Tokyo Disneyland. This was a shooting dark ride nearly identical to the ones at Disneyland and Disneyland Paris. Using handheld guns, you could take aim at targets. Each room was filled with physical characters, so there were plenty of targets at all times. This will reopen later this year with a Wreck-It Ralph theme, but I am curious to see how that looks. Number 18. It's a Small World at Tokyo Disneyland. This famous boat ride is an infectious soundtrack and dozens of scenes past dolls from around the world. I know some prefer the versions that omit the Disney characters, but I find it more enjoyable when versions like Tokyo's mixes in a character or 2 in each scene. It turns into a scavenger hunt for me. It was particularly neat in this one because it most recently was operating with a special Marvel overlay. Number 17. Soaring Fantastic Flight at Tokyo DisneySea. This is another version of Disney's popular flying theater. Most of the ride is similar to the US versions, which is not a bad thing. You have beautiful scenes showcasing different landmarks, but there are a few small differences. The Paris sequence is replaced by Tokyo Tower. Then the finale travels over DisneySea, and the pre-show is more clever as it features a painting coming to life. However, I will still take the Patrick Warburton version in the US because he has the voice of an angel. Number 16, Jungle Cruise at Tokyo Disneyland. This safari-themed boat ride is a course similar to the US installations. You pass familiar animal scenes, and there's also a cave with some flashy projection mapping effects. Whereas the US versions of guides using deadpan humor, the guides in Japan are far more animated. I could not understand what they were saying, but they still got plenty of laughs from me with their over-the-top delivery. Number 15, Haunted Mansion at Tokyo Disneyland. This beloved haunted house has nearly 1,000 ghosts. Rather than being scary, this is all about the details and atmosphere. I like how you have more and more ghosts as you progress through the attraction, culminating in the impressive ballroom scene and the busy finale of grim grinning ghosts playing by the graveyard. Number 14, Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure at Tokyo DisneySea. This is a 3D dark ride. It uses the Spider-Man ride system from Islands of Adventure. The visuals are among the crispest and clearest 3D I have seen, and I like how the screens are blended with physical environments in between scenes. The motion is well synchronized, but it never becomes thrilling like other attractions using this ride system. Number 13, Pirates of the Caribbean at Tokyo Disneyland. This boat ride is the longest dark ride at Disneyland. The start is a bit slow passing the restaurant and caverns, but things really pick up in the second half. I love the giant naval battle you're dropped into as you have cannonball fire all around you. Then you travel through a bustling town. There is so much to see here, as there are animatronics in all directions. You need multiple rides to see everything. Number 12, Big Thunder Mountain at Tokyo Disneyland. This is the weakest of the 4 Big Thunder Mountains, but is still a well above average family coaster. This one does not have the same quantity of airtime as its counterparts, but the final drop does at least have some floater in the back. This one does have some laterals on the turns though, most notably that 540-degree helix, and the visuals are amazing as you zip around and through the mountain. Number 11, Sinbad's Storybook Voyage at Tokyo DisneySea. This is a fantastic dark ride. For one, it is incredibly long, clocking in at the 12-minute mark. 2, the scenes are delightfully busy. Both these aspects remind me favorably of Pirates of the Caribbean. There are 160 animatronics, and some of them are ginormous. Then the ride features the catchy Compass of Your Heart song playing throughout. Number 10, Rapunzel's Lantern Festival at Tokyo DisneySea. I will admit the prior dark ride is more technologically impressive, but I really enjoyed Tangled as a film, so this ride gets a bump with me. This ride only has a few scenes, but they all have great music, and each scene is well done. That includes the famous lantern sequence, which is one of the best scenes at any ride in the world. It is beautiful. Up next is an honorable mention for Space Mountain at Tokyo Disneyland. This indoor coaster had an identical layout to the versions at Disneyland and Hong Kong Disneyland. It does not feel as fast as the California version, especially with the lack of fans. I also missed the onboard audio, but the second half still was great. The turns got progressively tighter, so the last few offered some good laterals, especially since you could not see them coming in the dark. The park is currently building a new version of Space Mountain that will open next year. Built by Intamin, this will start with a unique tilt track launch before navigating a more dynamic layout in the dark. Number 9, Monsters Inc. Ride and Go Seek at Tokyo Disneyland. This is another shooting dark ride, but this one has far more expansive sets. It really brings the Pixar film to life as you pass all sorts of monsters. All the animatronics are fantastic. The visuals remind me of Men in Black Alien Attack at Universal Studios Florida, especially on the scenes in the streets. While you do not keep score, I like how hitting a target causes them to react in some way. Number 8, Pooh's Honey Hunt at Tokyo Disneyland. This was one of the first trackless dark rides that Disney ever built. Whereas Winnie the Pooh dark rides at the other Disney parks are supporting attractions, this one is a genuine e-ticket experience. The way you move through each scene adds so much to the experience, particularly during the trippy Heffalump sequence in the second half. And all the character animatronics throughout the ride are lovely, as is the sequence when Pooh drifts into his nightmare. I also want to shout out the fun bouncing sequence with Tigger, which is something I have not seen another trackless dark ride do. Number 7. Toy Story Mania at Tokyo DisneySea. This is a highly addictive interactive shooting dark ride. It is the same as the US installations, which is fine by me. The pop gun is extremely rewarding as you fire at targets. The screens are super responsive and there are plenty of targets. It is particularly exciting trying to unlock the secret targets, which significantly inflate your score if you're successful. Number 6. Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey at Tokyo DisneySea. This is easily the best Frozen ride out there. There's a reason this dark ride often has a 3 to 4 hour wait. The theming is that impressive. This version features more extravagant set pieces, more motion effects, and more detailed animatronics than the other installations. Then it also features the same incredible music and some small drops as a bonus. Number 5. Tower of Terror at Tokyo DisneySea. This is one of the world's best drop towers. This one has a different theme than the other installations, but it is very well done. Shariki is delightfully creepy during the pre-show and ride. Then the drops are all enjoyable. All offer a great freefall sensation with some airtime, but there are 2 cons compared to the other installations. 1. This version features a shorter, pre-programmed drop sequence. 2. This one features over-the-shoulder belts which eat into the airtime a bit. Number 4. Journey to the Center of the Earth at Tokyo DisneySea. This is another ride blending immersive theming and thrills. It uses the test track ride system. Located in the giant volcano in the mysterious island area, you have these whimsical dark ride scenes at the start. The tone then gets darker and darker as you encounter fire blasts and lightning strikes. This culminates in an encounter with the lava monster, which is one of the most impressive animatronics ever made. Then you zip outdoors. The high-speed part is brief but memorable. The signature drop outdoors offers shockingly sustained floater airtime. Number 3. Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast at Tokyo Disneyland. This is a newer trackless dark ride. It takes the fun motion of the Pooh ride, but each room has way more to see. You spend 1.5 minutes in some of the rooms, and I love how the scene keeps expanding with more details. The animatronics you see are breathtaking, particularly the ones for Belle, the Beast, and the Prince. And there is one of the best effects Disney has ever pulled off during the finale, when the Beast transforms back into the Prince. This is a magical ride. Number 2. Indiana Jones Adventure at Tokyo DisneySea. This is an incredible dark ride. I love the grandeur of each scene, particularly the main room. The physical sets are astounding. Then this ride has some excellent auxiliary effects as well, most notably the smoke ring. And along with the visuals, this ride has a wild size the enhanced motion vehicles rock and shake throughout. It essentially is a motion simulator on wheels. Compared to the version in California's Disneyland, this one has slightly better visuals, but California's has wilder motion. I have a review going more in depth, but Tokyo's uses a different actuator system due to environmental concerns. And coming in number 1 is Splash Mountain at Tokyo Disneyland. This is the last version of this classic flume ride, and I also think it's the best version. It features the familiar scenes and characters, but the order is a bit different. I had so much nostalgia seeing Brer Rabbit, Brer Bear, and Brer Fox once again, and that soundtrack is spectacular. Then like any flume, this one also has a fun series of drops. This includes the exciting 5-story plunge into the Briar Patch that is so theatric. I really hope this version lasts, because it is not just the best ride at this resort, but it is one of the best rides in the world. Those are my 25 favorite rides at the Tokyo Disney Resort. What are your favorites at this resort? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.